Here's our Hornady Critical Defense 9mm 115 grain, our 4-inch Baby Desert Eagle, our 10-pound pork shoulder, shot number 2 on the right hand side a little lower. There's our entrance. Here is our entrance for the critical defense. There is no exit wound that I can see, so we'll cut this up when we get home. We've cut away a lot of the excess. Here is the critical defense 9mm. Here's our entrance. It's quite a large entrance in there. I mean, I can stick both fingers in there. Looks like we have broken bone on the top here. Let's see if in case anybody's wondering, because I get a lot of comments, I don't throw this away when I'm done. I cut a lot of it up and I cook it, and my dogs and I eat it throughout the week. Okay, so here's some of our entrance wound here. We've got a lot of tearing right up here in the front. Like I said, this broken bone here. And we cut this back here. Here's our round. Let me cut this off right here. So here's the bottom section. Here's the entrance here. Here's some tearing and cutting through here, a little bit here, and then it actually tracked on the top half and then it came out the bottom here. So here's our bullet. We've got approximately about 7.5 inches of penetration. So 1.5 inches less penetration of meat than the critical duty. The critical duty even did hit bone, whereas this, I think, just broke part of a bone. It didn't actually directly glide by a bone. Plus, the critical duty even went into the milk jug behind it. So, as given, yes, these do penetrate less than the critical duties. So, we'll pull this out here. Flex tip is right with it. Here's a piece of lead, and here's our round. I can probably safely say, to looking at that it did hit bone pretty good. Still expanded, except it tried to rip all the lead out of it there. So there's the bottom. Now for the top here. Here's our top. It came out here and ripped some of the lead off, and with the way that expanded and hit that bone and ripped it apart like that, I mean, this thing left a gigantic wound path here. I mean, there's tearing all the way down into here. I mean, that's at least 2 inches wide. Nowhere near as big as what we seen when we tested the 45 HST or some of the 5.7 ammo, but most of the time we didn't hit bone in most of those. I'm going to have to say that's where it actually struck the bone and probably did most of its deformation there. We've got this lead fragment sitting there. So I have to say that did some pretty good damage throughout there, even though it didn't penetrate all the way, but it did come directly in path with the bone there and then pushed its way out of there. So is it enough? You decide. Thanks for watching.